Hello students and parents, this is Rob Winton, principal of Rock River High School, with a tutorial on how to register for classes for next year. The first thing you'll want to do is make sure you have the URL address correct at the top, which is sipublic.ohconnect.org. Once you log in, you'll be prompted to enter your username and password. Then you will come to this screen which reads Course Requests. All you need to change on this screen is the course groups. It defaults to Display Standard Courses Only. Click the drop-down arrow, select Display Standard Courses and Course Groups. You have to do this in order to see all the course offerings. Once that is finished, click Search, and this will bring up all the classes that are offered at Rock River High School. The first half are semester-length classes only. You know they're semester-length classes because they have the checkbox option, and they also have the black plus mark. Scrolling down, you will see the year-long courses, which are checkbox only. The first thing you'll want to do is select your graduation requirement courses that you need to get out of the way. For the purpose of this video, we're going to operate on the assumption we're a student going into 10th grade next year. As you can see, you have the ability to register for any course that we offer at Rock River High School. It's very important that you pay attention in this step and register for the correct course. So, English 10, you definitely don't want to register for English 9. If you do make a mistake, we would catch it eventually and work with you to correct it, but if you can do this properly the first time, it'll make things go much more smoothly. For selecting English class, you have two options here. You have English 10, English 10, in this case would be English 10. Click the box, keep scrolling down until you get to your next core area. That's going to be mathematics. We're going to select Algebra 2 for this example. Move down till you hit science. Biology will be selected. And lastly, we're going to select our social studies class. 10th graders take U.S. History or AP U.S. History, the latter needing a teacher recommendation, the former not needing one. We will select this. All right, once you've selected those courses, simply come on down, click Request Selected Courses, and it'll generate you back to the top of the screen where you can see what you've picked. Students need to take 5 courses at a minimum. Athletes or those involved in activities need to take 5 credits to be eligible. The difference being you could take 5 classes, and if one of those classes is phys ed or POMS, you would be short the 5 credits that you need to be eligible. So pay attention to that. Another thing to keep in mind, the credits right here aren't showing up on this page. They will show up on the next page, so don't worry about that. Let's say, for example, you think you've selected the right amount of classes, but you're not sure. Just simply click Review Requests, and you'll go to this page. If you see this red line up here that says the total number of credits must be between 5 and 10, you know that you haven't selected enough credits. Scrolling down to the bottom, the total credits are listed here. You only have 4, you need to pick something else up. Simply go back and come on down through these and pick some other classes that you want. You may be involved, maybe you want to take yearbook and another elective further down, which would be band. Simply go on down, request selected courses. Now you know you have enough credits, but just for the purpose of this, let's also take exploratory art. Go back on down to the bottom, click this once more, review requests, go down to the bottom, you have 6.5 credits, that's plenty, and you are all good to go. Now, this is not finalized. In order to finalize it, you have to come down and hit Submit Requests. Once you click Submit Requests, you will be locked in, and this will change from Student Pending to it'll say Student Accepted or Finalized, something like that. If you see Student Pending, it means it's not finished. We cannot see what you've selected from our end when we run our report. So it's very important that you review this, hit Submit Requests. Once you hit Submit Requests, you're all finished, and you have officially requested courses for next year. Keep in mind that requesting courses doesn't guarantee placement in those courses. Requesting courses allows us to get our total tally numbers so we can see how many course sections to run of each class, and we will then be working with students individually to build schedules. The last thing I wanted to go over is what happens if you make an error and you want to delete a class. It's pretty simple. You just click back. Let's say that you thought about it and maybe you don't want to take journalism. All you need to do is click the trash can. It'll delete the whole entire record. You could delete everything you want. and it'll start you back at 0. That's pretty much all there is to it. If you have questions in the meantime or run into issues, the first step would be to have the student see one of the secretaries in the main office or in the counseling office to see if they could troubleshoot it. If that doesn't work, the administrators and or counselors are available as well. Thanks a lot. Hopefully this helped, and have a great day.